Do you know your tells? And I want to be so clear. I don't like this episode either, okay? I actually hate this episode. Because what we're going to talk about today, on I believe day 16 of 25 Days of Presence, is what are all the little ways our body starts showing us we're overwhelmed before our mind even realizes it. I think I mentioned this in a previous episode. For me, one of my tells, one of my little like seeking low-hanging dopamine is when I'm like, you know what sounds great? Spending $20 at Taco Bell right now. But I think there are a lot of other ways that we start self-soothing before we even realize how stressed we are. One of the ones that I used to experience all the time was nail picking, which, are you kidding me? These are my natural nails. I mean, these things used to be nubbins that used to be so sore and bleeding all of the time because it was a way that my brain was trying to self-soothe. So I'll notice it now. I'll still pick on my cuticles a little bit when I'm like really stressed. And that's when I'm recognizing I'm out of regulation. My brain doesn't have the capacity to bring itself back down. And that might be when I want to use a deactivation tool. I think things that are commonly talked about as regulation tools. I call them deactivation tools because if we were really regulated, we wouldn't really need the tools. And it's another way for us to live in more attunement with our body, because the body's going to feel it before the mind does. The nervous system's going to dictate it first. So there's that. But then the body's going to feel it likely before the mind does. A couple other ways this can show up is you realize you're like, wow, I just dissociated all morning scrolling on my phone and I didn't even realize. Wow, I'm snapping at my family a lot more than I normally do. Wow, I either haven't moved my body or I'm moving my body way more than what my normal routine looks like. And yes, we're allowed to fluctuate and have seasons for sure. And when those seasons start shifting, it's showing us clues as to something our body might need and something that we can possibly sit with and process and respect and honor and accept, which is not my favorite thing as an avoidant person, is accepting feelings. But when we don't feel it, the body will. And that's not what we're talking about here on this channel. So that's just some food for thought for you. So today I want you to just explore, do you know what your tells are? What's your little ticks, what's your little clues into, wow, my system's stressed and I might not even be realizing it. And then we can support our body in better ways in the future. Use some of those deactivation regulation tools to help process said stress. Maybe book another therapy session, maybe orgasm, maybe move, maybe sleep, maybe read, maybe journal, maybe cry, maybe punch a pillow 1,000,000 times. I don't know. I don't care. But I believe that you deserve to know the way that your body is showing you it's stressed. Okay, I love you. I'm so happy you're here. I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of 25 Days of Presence.